They wash their dishes. Yes, these masked bandits are more than just mischievous trash can raiders. Raccoons are surprisingly intelligent creatures with unique abilities that might just leave you speechless. Let's start the list with the very first amazing fact, which is that they are opportunistic eaters. Raccoons are omnivores and opportunistic eaters, which means they feed on whatever is most convenient. Their meals can include nuts, berries, fruits, acorns, grasshoppers, mice, fish, frogs, insects, small mammals, and ground-dwelling birds and their eggs. Raccoons are also expert hunters. They search through garbage cans and droppings piles and steal pet food that is left outside overnight. They climb bird feeders and dine on bird seed as well. They seem to wash their food before eating it. The second fascinating fact about them. Persian loader is the Latin name for the raccoon, and loader means the washerman. If you watch raccoons eating, you'll notice that they often seem to wash their food before they dine. If there's no water around, they still go through the same motions, moving their forepaws around on their food and lifting it up and down. However, researchers say it's not a cleanliness habit that drives this behavior. Wildlife biologists believe that raccoons have very sensitive nerves on the fingers of their front paws. When they are searching for food and water, they are feeling around with their paws to gather sensory information. In a study of 136 raccoons, researchers in Nova Scotia found that wetting the skin helped increase the responsiveness of those nerves. But even when there's no water around, the dunking ritual helps them grip their food and get it to their mouths. Third fact in this list is that they live nearly anywhere. Raccoons live throughout the continental US except for parts of the Rocky Mountains and the deserts, according to the International Union for the Conservation of Nature. They're also found in Canada and Central America. They're not picky about where they live as long as there's water nearby. They search for food in the trash and take pet food left out at night. The next interesting fact at 4 is that their masks are anti-glare devices. Raccoons have dark masks on their faces like bandits. Some think these markings protect their eyes from the sun and help them see better at night. Researchers say they are probably anti-glare tools. Before we go any further, let us know in the comments section how much you know about raccoons. Halfway to our list, 5 we have that the raccoon are intelligent animals. They are incredibly smart. Some scholars even suggest that their discriminatory abilities are equal, if not superior, to those of domestic cats. In a 2017 study published in the journal Animal Cognition, researchers assessed 8 captive raccoons for causal understanding. The raccoons were shown a cylinder filled with water containing a marshmallow that was too low to grasp. Then the researchers demonstrated that if they dropped pebbles into the cylinder, the water level would rise so that the treat was within the raccoon's grasp. 2 raccoons learned how to drop stones to get the treat. A third found an even easier way. She tipped over the tube to access the marshmallow more quickly. The researchers concluded that the raccoons were innovative in many aspects of this task. Are you loving these fascinating facts? Were any of them new to you? Share your thoughts in the comments below, making its way easier. At 6, the fact is very captivating, which is they are very handy. Raccoons have 5 toes on their front and back paws. Their forepaws are particularly sharp and look and work like slim human hands. They use their finger-like toes to hold and manipulate food, as well as a range of objects, including handles, lids, jars, boxes, and doorknobs. That's why they seem to be able to get into pretty much anywhere and are easily able to lift the tops off garbage cans and open all sorts of containers. At 7, the fact we're going to talk about is that they stick to themselves. Yes, you've heard it right. Raccoons are mostly solitary animals. As nocturnal creatures, they rarely venture out during the daytime and they try to stay close to their den, only traveling far enough to get what they need to eat and drink. Occasionally, groups of female raccoons spend time together, but each female will split off from the group when it's time to breed and raise her young. Females stay with their babies, called kits, until they are about 1 year old. Males may stay with the female for up to 1 month before breeding and depart after the birth of their young. Raccoons also face few threats. The 8th intriguing fact it is. Let us discuss why. Although so many animal populations have been diminished because of human urbanization and growth, raccoons have readily adapted to living alongside people. According to the IPCC, the northern raccoon is a species of least concern, and its population numbers are rising. While there are no major threats to the survival of raccoons, they do face dangers. They are hunted for sport and trapped for their fur. In suburban locations and near water, raccoons are one of the more frequent victims of roadkill. Additionally, raccoons are often hunted, trapped, and poisoned by homeowners and farmers who consider them a pest. In other human environments, they are considered pest control, like in the San Diego Zoo, where they help manage rodent populations. Second last fact, we are going to talk about raccoons. Are they like urban settings? Raccoons have enjoyed an astonishing rush in urban and suburban areas over the past 80 years, according to zoologist Sam Zeveloff. Because they're so intelligent, the urban-dwelling ones are developing skills that their rural counterparts do not have. They're figuring out how to navigate human-made obstacles. They adapt to a vast range of sleeping spots, use their active fingers to open garbage cans and enter garages and other buildings, and climb fire escapes. Toronto, which has been overrun by raccoons, has earned the unfortunate title of Raccoon Capital of the World. And the city's mayor has even declared a war on raccoons in which defeat is not an option. Last but not the least fact about raccoons is that they have a lot of babies. Raccoons are more likely to reproduce than many other wild animals. They breed only once per year, but a female will give birth to 3 to 4 babies on average. Often she waits till the last minute to find a hole to give birth, which is why urban structures are so appealing. They have many immediately accessible hiding spots. The mother raccoon is fiercely maternal and will cause immense damage if separated from her offspring. Babies stay with their mother throughout their first winter before venturing off on their own. There we have it. Did you find these raccoon facts cool? What other raccoon stuff do you know? Tell us in the comments.